What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sinister-Cast, a podcast where I talk about music, my channel, and things going on in my life. So if you're new, consider subscribing. Well, that would be my phone, but now today I wanted to talk about just life, and being busy. Oh, wow, my phone's really going off. Life has been very busy for me lately. It's been pretty hectic. If you guys haven't noticed, my upload schedule has been, it's been pretty much somewhat normal, but I've been missing days. It's just because I've been so busy. I've been getting a lot of my last stuff for classes done, and we've been getting a lot of work just kind of piled on us to get us prepped up for finals. And oh boy, I have finals next week. So then I'll be done with classes this semester. But finals, man, they are one hectic son of a bitch thing to deal with, because especially with the classes that I'm taking now, it's a lot of work. I don't think it would be as bad if I didn't have to work a job. Like, if I didn't have to worry about money or anything like that and I could just go to school, I think it would be a little easier. I'd have a lot more time to study and do work and stuff and just chillax. But I don't. I have to work to live and eat and survive. And so that just adds extra stress on top of everything, because don't get me wrong, I like having money and being able to do stuff, but there's days where I just do not want to do anything. I don't want to go to work. It's just, it drags me down, I'm lucky enough to have a decent paying job, but it's not the greatest job in the world, It gets boring, it gets depressing, and it gets, it gets tough sometimes. And, I go to class all day, to go right to work, to come home, to do homework, to go to bed. And then somewhere in there, I got to find time to do videos for you guys. And it becomes a lot of stress and a lot of work. And it can drag you down sometimes, and it sucks. And I know I've mentioned this kind of stuff before, but that's just kind of a little bit of an explanation as well as to why I've been missing some days and things have been late and, stuff like that. It's just been really busy, and especially with finals coming up, it's like crunch time, and I got to study a lot and get a lot of work done. It's just a crazy hectic time. And then, the holidays are going to be coming up, and Christmas and stuff like that. And so I'm going to be visiting family, and I'm going to be getting gifts and all that crazy fun stuff. So it's a busy time in my life right now. But I find solace in little things like making videos for you guys and making music, spending time with my girlfriend and watching Netflix and TV shows and stuff. Like, I recently, thanks to my brother saying something, started watching Ash vs. Evil Dead on Netflix. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's just a TV show that got launched that's basing off of some movies that came out decades ago called Evil Dead, like the original. I know they did like a remake, a very gory, typical horror movie remake called Evil Dead, which was not the original. The original Evil Deads, they came out in like the 80s, where a guy goes to a cabin in the woods and they find the Necronomicon, which is like the Book of the Dead and all this crazy shit that happens from it. There's Evil Dead 2, and then another one called Army of Darkness, which was still based on the same story. And it stars Bruce Campbell, and he's really funny. And it's great for me, because he's from Michigan, and the stuff was filmed in Michigan. He talks a lot about Michigan stuff, and it's really cool. It's kind of a cool connective thing to that stuff. But yeah, and this show, Ash vs. Evil Dead, is just like a continuance off of the storyline with those films and stuff, and it's really, really good, and I've been really enjoying it because they captured the humor and the satire and just the overall character of the movies and injected it into the show, and it's great. I've been loving it. But Netflix only has seasons 1 and 2, and I have one more episode in season 2 left, and I know there's a third season, but upon looking up for the third season, I also found out that the show got canceled, which kind of sucks, because I know once I watch the third season, it's done. And that sucks because it's such a good show. I don't know why it got canceled. I didn't look too deep into it because I didn't want to get any spoilers for what happens. But it's such a good show. I'm loving it. But now I'm dreading having to try to find season 3 and watching it because I know it's going to be done. Hey, hopefully, maybe they'll bring it back if enough people like it. I don't know. But I really hope they do because it's a good show so far and it's really fucking awesome. It's just like... They've been doing a lot of little reboot series with shows. Like I watched the X-Files all the way through on Netflix a couple years ago. And those are older too, couple decades old. And then they brought back like a newer, revamped series. I think it was probably like 1 or 2 seasons, maybe like 6 episodes a piece. And it was like a newer continuance from X-Files. I haven't watched those. I'll have to find out where I can, but I didn't end up watching those. My brother did. With my dad, but I didn't get a chance to catch them because I didn't have cable when they were coming out. But yeah, you know, I find solace in doing little things like that, just finding some good TV shows to watch when I have free time. Because I get bored. I mean, watching videos on YouTube is fun and all, but I get bored with it sometimes. I just find myself scrolling and searching and searching and searching, and I just don't find anything good. And it's just, I get meh. I get disinterested in the whole thing, and I don't find anything that I want to watch. And it sucks when it's like that, because then I just feel like, bleh, like there's nothing to do. So then I turn to doing videos and making music and coming up with ideas and trying to be creative and stuff like that. Honestly, what I should probably start doing is start reading my books that I have, because I got to read those again. I've started reading the Divine Comedy, which is like about Dante's Inferno, basically about the rings of hell. And I've started that over like probably a dozen times because I get into it a certain amount, then I stop for a long time and forget what happens and have to go back. Because it's not like a normal narrative story. It's all written in poem and it's kind of cryptic. You got to, decipher the meaning and stuff behind the words, which makes it fun for me. I don't mind. And plus it's about hell, right? It's about the underworld, so it's cool. And I got Sun Tzu's The Art of War that my girlfriend got me a while ago. I got to read that, but they're going to take a while. They're thick books. They're like this thick. But yeah, I got a couple books I want to read and get through, and I should probably start doing that. I need to start finding better things to fill my time other than scrolling social media and endlessly scrolling for videos on YouTube because that's so unproductive. I need to find more productive things to do, and I feel a lot better when I do productive things. Like right now, when I'm recording this for you guys, I'm more entertained by just doing this than I am just sitting and scrolling, watching videos or something. Unless I find some really interesting stuff. Like right now, after I'm done recording this, I'm going to watch the last episode of Ash vs. Evil Dead. And then I'm going to be like, I got to find season 3. Then on top of that, I got to also find season 4 of Better Call Saul. Because I started watching that before I started watching Ash vs. Evil Dead. And Better Call Saul is like a offshoot from Breaking Bad. And it's really good. And me, because I'm going to school to be a lawyer and watching a show that's about a lawyer and law and stuff like that, it's pretty interesting and really cool. And Better Call Saul is a really good show too. So I got to go find those extra seasons for those shows and continue to watch them. Yeah, I get so busy. I get in this routine, and I need to have reminders. I need to get more organized. I need to get like better set up. And I did, but today, I'm recording this today that you're seeing it. Like I cleaned up my room a bit and got some stuff more organized and everything. But that's like on my own fruition on a weekend because I have nothing else to do. I don't have school or work. During the week, I have no motivation to do anything because it's just back to back to back to back busyness. And the only thing is I do have the willpower and the discipline to clean up and organize things, but really it's my girlfriend pushes things on me when it comes to discipline and getting things organized because she's a bit of a germaphobe and kind of not a clean freak, but she likes having organization because disorganization stresses her out. So if like I know she's coming here, I try to organize more, and when she is here and talking, she'll tell me to like, oh, you gotta clean this, you gotta organize that, come on, man. And she helps me kind of get on top of my stuff But since the fact that we don't live together right now, I don't have her to push me to do that. So the only time I have and the only will I have is on the weekends when I have nothing else to do. Even though I do have a lot of stuff to do this weekend, I got to get ready for finals, and I got to write a paper for one final. I got to study for my other finals that I got to take later this week. It's just a whole thing, you know? But I need to start filling my free time with better things to do than endlessly scrolling on a screen. I've said it before, I need to jump back into journaling. I need to start reading my books more, probably writing more music. I just got to get on top of it, guys. I think after this semester ends and I get through finals and stuff, and I get this little winter break before the spring semester starts, it'll give me time to kind of reset myself, reorganize, get things set up, get a better schedule going, and hopefully I can stay on top of it. You got New Year's resolutions and stuff like that too, and I got a couple of them, and I can talk about those more around New Year's. But I need to get things in better check. I always start out really well in check, but then things just kind of start to fizzle and fall apart as time goes by because I get tired and I get exhausted and I get lazy, and I just don't want to do that anymore. I gotta get more discipline. But yeah, I mean, it's a busy time in my life right now, so I'm sorry if you guys feel like I'm neglecting you in any way by not doing my typical video stuff, but I'm still trying. I got other priorities over this at this point. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to work on my Patreon page too as well, so I can get that started up for you guys. I got to work on some of the stuff this weekend for it so I can get it in for review and then get it started. And I don't know. I'm trying to find more ways. I want to be more of an entrepreneur with this channel, and I want to find some ways to make money from it because I can't monetize it yet. That's not going to happen for a while, so I can't put ads on my videos. So if I was able to find some way to make some merchandise, like some t-shirts or something like that, would you guys be interested in that at this point? I mean, if not, it's fine, but if you are, that's something you would want, then that's something I can look into, like t-shirts or hats or something like that. Maybe if I can find a thing to do guitar picks, like custom guitar picks or something like that, for those of you that play or would just want some kind of novelty thing, that'd be an option. Maybe I can get a thing set up to sell my songs and everything and my podcasts and stuff like that. So I'm not sure, but if there's anything you guys would be interested in terms of me like selling like merchandise or songs or anything like that, let me know, because I'd be really interested to see what you guys think on that kind of stuff. I know it can be kind of like an iffy, he only wants money at this point. It's not that. It's just I'm trying to find ways to be able to do YouTube more. And one of the ways would be if I was making money from it, I could work less and work on YouTube more to hopefully kind of transition and flip it over to YouTube being the job. Oops. But that's just a thing. So if you guys are interested in me maybe doing some kind of merchandise or selling my songs on iTunes or Google Play or Amazon or whatever, let me know. Let me know what you think about that. But, yeah. I think I'm going to cut it off here, actually. I want to get back to my show, get this out for you guys, and move on with life, So I got some things to do today and tomorrow. But, yeah, like I said, let me know if there's any kind of merchandise type stuff you would be interested in. Songs, hats, shirts, I don't know. Something like that. But, yeah, just let me know. And, yeah, so like I always say, thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.